First Nations TV, your news first.
Federal, state and territory government ministers and First Nations representatives met recently in Darwin for a joint council on closing the gap. The Honourable Linda Burney MP, Minister for Indigenous Australians, said the main focus of the council involves community-led, place-based approaches at the community level.
More than 30 years after the Royal Commission into Aboriginal deaths in custody, rates of incarceration of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people, men, women and young people, are a national shame. This is why we are having the joint council meeting, so we can hear directly from community-based organisations.
The federal government has committed to assisting 15 communities nationwide in designing and developing early-stage justice reinvestment strategies.
The Northern Territory communities are Katherine, Darwin, Groote Eylandt and Lajamanu. We are already rolling out justice reinvestment in Alice Springs and in Halls Creek.
We've seen in Alice Springs that the Lirratippa traditional owners, native title holders, who are working on how to respect Alice Springs and the community of residents that live there.
There's already work happening which is focused on Anadiliaqua youth between the years of 17 and 25 years of age, which has seen some fantastic work that is community-led, community-driven, and we're getting some great results. It's something up to about 90% drop in youth crime.
The drive to achieve better justice outcomes is in line with targets 10 and 11 of the National Agreement on Closing the Gap. Another important issue to be raised at Council involves raising the criminal age of responsibility to 14.
The issue of the age of criminal responsibility is a very important one, and I can assure you that this is firmly on the agenda for the Council for Attorney Generals.
Selina Yubo, NT Minister for Aboriginal Affairs, added that a pathway to justice reinvestment was met by recent Territory Government Community Courts legislation.
This is something our legal community had called for. It is something that our judiciary wants to make sure that we have the consequences for actions that meet the community expectation, keep our communities safe, but also reduce the incarceration rates through detention.
The takeaway message from the Council is that full consultation with the communities, traditional owners, elders and lawmakers in justice reinvestment is key to the success of this new national initiative.
It's important that TOs, Aboriginal culture and law is very much right in the mix of all of these decisions about where do we go with our future and what do we hope for our young people.
First Nations TV, your news first.